Have you ever felt like you're caught in a storm, but one that's raging inside your own mind? You know, the kind of storm where waves of anxiety crash over you, the darkness of depression feels overwhelming, and the boat of your life seems to be filling up with stress, about to sink. It's a place where fear feels so much louder than faith. It's isolating, and it can make you feel completely alone. There's a powerful story in the Bible that speaks directly to this. It's about Jesus' disciples, seasoned fishermen, caught in a terrifying storm on the Sea of Galilee. And right there in the boat with them is Jesus, fast asleep. Let's picture this scene. The disciples are facing a literal physical storm. But for so many of us, the storm is internal. Anxiety that feels like relentless, crashing waves. Depression that's like a suffocating darkness with no end in sight. The constant pressure of stress that feels like the boat is taking on water, faster than you can bail it out. The Bible doesn't downplay their fear. It shows that even people who walked with Jesus, who saw his miracles firsthand, could be completely overwhelmed by fear. And this is so important for us to grasp. Having faith doesn't mean you'll never struggle. The disciples were physically with Jesus and they still panicked. Your struggle is not a sign of spiritual failure. It's a sign that you're human, facing a very real storm. Now let's talk about Jesus being asleep. This is probably the part of the story that resonates most deeply when you read going through a mental health battle. It perfectly mirrors that feeling of God's silence. You're praying, you're crying out, asking, God, do you even see me right now? Do you care about what I'm going through? Why does it feel like you're not answering? The disciples yelled the very same thing. Master, don't you care that we are perishing? This isn't a polite, reverent prayer. It's a raw, desperate cry from someone who is at their breaking point. And the beautiful thing is, Scripture doesn't shame them for it. It shows us that God can handle our most honest, messy emotions. You don't have to clean yourself up before you cry out to him. So what does Jesus do? He wakes up, and he speaks to the storm first. He says, "Peace, be still." And the wind and the waves obey. The chaos stops. Only then does he turn to his disciples and address their hearts, asking, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" The order here is crucial. When someone is struggling mentally or emotionally, they often need stability before they can process a lesson. They need comfort before a challenge, peace before a new perspective. Jesus doesn't scold them for their fear while they're still fighting for their lives. He calms the external chaos first, creating a safe space, and then he addresses the internal storm of their fear. He meets them right where they are, in their panic. So what does this ancient story teach us about mental health today? First, it shows that you can be a dedicated follower of Jesus and still face overwhelming storms. Mental health challenges are not a sign of weak faith. Second, Jesus is present even when he feels silent. His apparent sleep is not absence, and his calm is not neglect. He is in the boat with you. Third, your honest, raw emotions are welcome. The disciples cried out in fear and frustration, and Jesus didn't reject them. He responded. Fourth, Jesus cares about both the storm around you and the storm within you. He quiets the sea, but he also tends to their fearful hearts. And finally, faith isn't about pretending the storm isn't real or terrifying. Faith is about remembering who is in the boat with you, even when he seems to be asleep. This story is a profound reminder that your emotional and mental struggles are real and valid. You don't have to hold it all together on your own. Your fear doesn't disqualify you from God's love or presence. Jesus meets people in the middle of their panic, not after they've managed to fix themselves. If you're in a storm right now, please know you are not alone. It's okay to not be okay, and it's so important to reach out for help. Talk to a friend, a family member, a pastor, or a mental health professional. Your life is precious, and help is available. This story shows us there is a peace that can calm any storm, both outside and within. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content like this. Take care of yourselves.